If you guys know me, you know that frequently a lot of things that are pertaining to me online get deleted because of mod intervention. They'll throw some rule at me and say that maybe I was in violation of it, and in many cases maybe I'm in violation of a rule. But with me, the bottom line is, so many people have come to the point where they have decided via their upvote, via their little thumbs up, via their like, that this is relevant information. And as long as it's not breaking the law, in my opinion, the votes should decide what people want to see and what people don't want to see. The Reddit mods have deleted a front page video that is damaging to United Airlines. Today, a doctor was violently removed from a United Airlines flight that was, quote, overbooked, so the headlines will have you believe. Looking into this and researching, you'll find that it wasn't, genuinely overbooked. And forgive me for sliding over to the Huffington Post, but naturally they've jumped onto, a lot of the other articles that have dug a little deeper, and it's just that they wanted the seats for employees. But to very quickly summarize what has happened here today, a man was knocked out, a man who happened to be a doctor, on a flight that he paid for, got his seat on, and they decided at random that they're gonna get somebody off the plane. So here he is being forcibly removed from the plane. You always hear me say, keep your your phone charged, you know what I mean? The recording's gonna be the biggest indication. Like, I wrote in a tweet earlier today how sad I am. My heart goes out to the fact that this kind of shit has probably happened before, dozens of times, but because nobody has any kind of video to attest to what has transpired, everybody gets away with everything. And I'd like to go ahead and immediately, once again, outline what happened, okay? A dude paid for his ticket. He was getting on the plane. He is on the plane, you know what I mean? United Airlines is overbooked. They say, oh, we need 4 seats, so some people need to step off. People have shit to do. People have places to go. This guy's a doctor and has patients in the morning. They're selecting people at random to try and get off the plane. They offered them $800 and a night stay somewhere, but people bought their ticket, booked it at the time that they booked it because they have a place to go and need to be there. You know what I mean? Like, how are you interrupting our life because of an error that you've made? And now they're just deciding, right, after everybody denies this offer, that they're going to remove people. They didn't, try to up the price to make the offer more enticing, because, fucking flights makes, airlines make such a small amount of money, right? What they did was they decided just to, at random, get violent and remove somebody. And the saddest part is, like, nobody intervenes because, out of fear, how can they intervene? It gets worse. I prefaced this video to talk about the mods deleting everything, because essentially they're shills at this point, and they're protecting investments. They don't want to do anything that would damage the name of United Airlines. Fuck them, by the way. Fuck United Airlines. But this isn't the first or 15th time that this has happened where Reddit is going out of its way to not allow what is relevant, you know what I mean, come to the surface if it doesn't fall in line with their investments. And the funny thing is, it may not have been as bad if they just let it be, but in deleting the post, we're on the front page right now. This is our all. The top post is now about the deletion by the mods. The second post is now about, on undelete, which is a Reddit for, when things have gotten deleted on fucking Reddit. Okay, the 5th post is the video itself that was removed from fucking our videos. The 6th post is a circle jerk comedy post, showing how in the movie Airplane they're just, they're calming people down who are freaking out over what's going on the airplane. What is this, number 10, Doctor Dragged Off? They're requesting an Ask Me Anything with the guy that got dragged off the plane. Number 12, Doctor Knocked Out. He's forcibly removed from the overbooked plane. It's like, dude, why even try, Reddit? Why go against the inevitable here? And this is on Hail Corporate, which is just beautiful. That's poetry. You know what hail corporate is, Stripes?
No, what's that?
It's like when, you know, there's subliminal like advertising going on. Do you get what I'm saying? It'd be like if some pretty girl just posts a picture and she's like, hey, check me out, but then she just happens to have like a logo on a shirt or on a hat that's like really visible, or maybe she has like a Coke bottle in her hand or something crazy like that. You know what I mean? That's not subliminal in my analogy, but something along those lines. And Reddit is in many ways, look at this, Reddit is being manipulated by professional shills every day. A video, 11-minute video, but it's just heartbreaking. Because Reddit, what hails itself as the front page of the internet, is going out of its way to protect assholes from what they deserve. And what they deserve, in my humble opinion, and they being United Airlines at this point, is to get fucked. Fuck United Airlines at this point. This is crazy. This guy did nothing wrong. And as I was saying to you initially, Stripes, as far as our society is concerned, you can't really do much better as far as success and, you know, financial prowess or the rungs of the ladder than becoming a fucking doctor. But even he wasn't protected from being selected at random and finding physical violence come his way for doing literally what was not it wasn't unlawful. Do you get what I'm saying? He bought his ass a ticket, sat in the seat that they gave him, first class, homie, and wanted to go where he wanted to go. And when they started offering their paltry little exchange for asking people to get off the plane so that their employees could slide the fuck up on the flight, and they said no, they decided to bust this nigga in the face and drag him off the plane? Say word? So now you got websites trying to scoop this under the rug like mainstream media? Is that how Reddit thinks it's going to be able to stay afloat, by becoming what everybody fled from television for? It'd be like Netflix going, you know what we need to do? We need to be more like Blockbuster. Blockbuster has some shit going on. We need to be more like them. But Blockbuster went bankrupt. Nah, though. We should do what they were doing. Like, what? So, on Twitter right now, the second top trending thing is United. And fuck them. I want Boycott United to be the fucking top thing. This is disgusting. Latest. Video shows man dragged off like, yo, don't fly with these motherfuckers. No one fly United. Shut them down. Word. This isn't an overreaction. This is ridiculous.
You know,
did I get in a car accident or fly United? What the hell?
Do you think this man has a Twitter?
He's an Asian doctor. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. They just fucked themselves up. I genuinely don't know how to feel about this, because on one hand, I don't wish anybody any violence. That'd be absurd. But on one hand, you got fuck United. You know, they've signed their own death certificate with this kind of ridiculous business practice. Like I made apparent initially, okay, United Airlines does not have a small amount of money. They're not like you and me, where, you know, we're flipping coins at each other, okay? United Airlines had the amount of money to have a man walk into that plane and say, hey, does anybody want to get off this plane for $800? How about $1,600? How about $2,000? You know what I mean? Before until somebody was just like, whoa, I'll get the hell up and go take this free room and this amount of money to just give up my seat right now. They were trying to get people out of the seats they paid for to put an employee in those seats. And when they denied to give up what they paid for, they forcibly removed somebody. This is a doctor we're talking about, dude. Not that the profession would make it any different. You know what I mean? Holy shit,
it does make a difference, honestly.
What do you think, man? This is a fucking bonanza. This is a lawsuit bonanza. They didn't choose some broke nigga. They chose a doctor. How fucking ignorant are they, right? They chose an Asian. You know what I mean? They chose this nigga looking like he was in first class. You know what I mean? Somebody that got money to sue your sorry ass. And he said as a reason as to why he wasn't giving up his seat was because he had patients to see in the morning. But they were just cool with decking this nigga in the face, busting him unconscious. Probably nobody would know better how bad it is being unconscious or be taking hits to the fucking head would be like this guy. And whoa. And y'all gonna take that chance. United Airlines is done. I'm not that hung up about it. I'm not that worried about it. The aspect that truly and honestly saddens me, Reddit, son. Reddit. We understand how business works. We understand how business works. You want to protect your investments. You want to control the media. You want to control the way things get out and how people establish a narrative, okay? But you don't delete what's going on. You don't delete what's relevant. You don't try to censor people. You don't get to choose what people are into. And Reddit can manipulate votes all it fucking wants, but they can't hide shit. That's crazy. There have been many times where things have been removed so that they can get the main, like say some website pays and it wants to be the one that gets all the traffic from Reddit, you know what I mean? And they've removed all the other things just so that this main thread can send all that traffic to that website. Okay, dude, whatever, shield the fuck out, you know what I mean? But when you're denying people access to something, okay, because it's protecting the fucking shill ass investment you got going on, like, fuck off. Reddit so many times has faced its own death. And the weirdest part about it, Stripes, is that it hasn't been some sort of like monkey from the inside. It hasn't been like it facing what I would call competition, direct competition. It's been suicide, Stripes. They're killing themselves. How do you do this?
Well,
how do you establish a site that is built on one fucking thing and decide after you have the attention of the world that you decide to throw that thing out of the window? You're going to try and throw out what makes you relevant. Is Netflix going to wake up tomorrow and decide that they would rather just make shoes? Do you get what I'm saying? And hope to keep all of the subscribers that they have so far. Is Apple going to wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what we're going to do instead? We're going to make solar panels. And hope everybody buys them as much as they've been buying everything else. Like, what the fuck?
Are there alternatives to Reddit? Because I don't think this would
every year we get the are there alternatives to Reddit thing, but nothing takes off and everybody has to come back and deal with this. In many ways, a lot of us have been wondering what the next big Facebook is going to be, because nobody uses Facebook. Nobody that's under like what, 30, 40.
I think if they paid them directly to take these down, they probably would have had more luck just like giving up the money to a reputable publication just to like go on the defense on them. To get into some of the comments here on the video that was reposted, essentially. Boy oh boy. United Airlines responsible, do not use their services. This is the only thing that we can stress. We need to shut their ass down cold turkey. Because, you know, like I said initially, my heart goes out, you know. One nigga gets shot on the street, you know, he's unarmed, that's the end of that. You know, a cop beats up some kids, you know what I mean? That's the end of that. But in the day that we live in now, okay, even if these assholes get away with it, even if they walk away with paid suspension and all kind of bullshit like this, at least let us have this video as a testimony to what actually happened, so that we can't have it fall into a he said, she said category, or a, you know, the law is on their side and, you know, they have a record type bullshit. Just the fact that we have a video now is very good. My heart goes out because the likelihood is very strong that this type of thing has happened before in the past. A comment here is reading, passengers were told at the gate that the flight was overbooked and United was offering $400 and a hotel stay. Okay. Was looking for one volunteer to take another flight to Louisville 3 p.m. Monday. Passengers were allowed to board the flight. Once the flight was filled, those on the plane were told that about 4 people needed to give up their seats to stand by. United employees that needed to be in Louisville on Monday for a flight. Passengers were told that
the flight would not take off until the United crew had seats, and the offer was increased to 800, but no one volunteered. Then a manager came aboard the plane and said a computer would select 4 people to be taken off the flight. One couple was selected first and left the airplane before the man in the video was confronted. The man became very upset and said that he was a doctor who needs to see his patients at the hospital in the morning. The manager told him that security would be called if he did not leave willingly, and the man said that he was calling his lawyer. One security official came and spoke with him, and then another security official came, and he still refused, and the third security official came on the plane and threw the passenger against the armrest before dragging him off the plane. A response says, "I was on the flight and want to add a few things to give some extra context. This was extremely hard to watch, and children were crying during and after the event. When the manager came on the plane to start telling people to get off, to take another flight, the next day, 2:55 in the afternoon, for 1600, and she laughed in their face." Who laughed in their face? When the manager came on the plane, said to take another flight. Oh, I think this is written a little bit difficult to express. But what I believe is that some of the people on the plane were saying, "We'll do it for 1600." Yeah. And then the manager laughed in their face. What an important tidbit. The security part is accurate, but what you did not see is after this initial incident, they lost the man in the terminal. He ran back onto the plane covered in blood, shaking and saying that he had to get home over and over. I wonder if he did not have a concussion, at this point. Then they kicked everybody off the plane to get him off a second time and clean the blood out of the plane. This took over an hour. All in all, the incident took about 2.5 hours. The United employees who were on the plane to bump the gentleman were 2 hostesses and 2 pilots of some sort. This was very poorly handled by United, and I will definitely never be flying with them again. Good. Holy shit. They should have portrayed what?
This is really unfortunate, but I'm really looking forward to following this into court, because he's obviously going to take this to court, and I want to see the ends of this. I want to see if there's going to be certain rules in place.
I want some superhero lawyer to fly out of nowhere and do everything just for the fucking press coverage, for free or something, to cover this dude. Oh, I want some lawyer, if I were a lawyer and I had some shit together and I had enough money to, make shit happen, I would go out there, I would take this dude's case up. I would love to be the fucking, not just me, but the people that I involve myself with, maybe even a team. I would love to be part of what takes United's filthy ass to fuck down. This isn't how you do business. And I don't want them to hurt. I don't want them to bleed. I want them to be underground following this. Fuck United Airlines. This is not business. Everybody on Reddit is reeling. What do you mean things have been removed? What's happening? You know what I mean? Paid moderators, baby. Paid moderators. Reddit, once a champion of free speech, once an organic breaking news outlet, removed this top post because people are waking up.
This
is so sad.
Yeah, this is the Streisand effect in play.
Guys, stay woke, man. The bottom line is you need to be vigilant and making sure that your outlets every day are not compromised by the shills that find their way in there from the mainstream media to fucking pay you out. This is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Videos are gonna speak louder than words. So stay connected, man. This is fucking crazy. How do you establish yourself as a beacon for free speech, for unbiased, holy shit. The votes are supposed to speak. You know what I mean?
You were talking about before, there's alternatives popping up every year that just go nowhere.
We're gonna have to find some of those alternatives right now. Holy bone.